The motorcycle market, long seen as a robust and dynamic sector of the global economy, is experiencing an unprecedented crash that is sending shockwaves through the industry. Historically characterized by its resilience and steady growth, the market is now grappling with a confluence of factors that are causing significant disruptions. This article delves into the 6 biggest factors contributing to this market crash, examining their impact on major motorcycle manufacturers and models, and exploring the broader implications for the industry. Before we start, hit the like and subscribe buttons for more updates. First and foremost, the decline in demand for traditional motorcycles is a critical factor. For decades, motorcycles have been synonymous with freedom, adventure, and a certain rugged individualism. Brands like Harley-Davidson, Ducati, and Indian motorcycles have built their reputations on these ideals, appealing to a demographic that values the open road and the visceral experience of riding. However, changing consumer preferences are reshaping the market. Younger generations, particularly millennials and Gen Z, are less interested in owning motorcycles. Many factors contribute to this shift, including urbanization, environmental concerns, and economic constraints. Urban dwellers often find motorcycles impractical due to traffic congestion and limited parking, while a growing awareness of environmental issues leads many to opt for more sustainable transportation options. Additionally, economic challenges such as student debt and rising living costs make the purchase and maintenance of a motorcycle less feasible for younger consumers. Another major factor is the rise of electric vehicles, EVs. The automotive industry is undergoing a significant transformation as electric cars become more mainstream, and this trend is extending to motorcycles. Companies like Tesla have set a high standard for EVs, pushing traditional motorcycle manufacturers to adapt or risk obsolescence. Harley-Davidson, for instance, launched its electric motorcycle, the Livewire, in a bid to capture the growing market for electric vehicles. However, the transition has been fraught with challenges. The high cost of electric motorcycles, limited charging infrastructure, and range anxiety are significant barriers to widespread adoption. While there is potential for growth in the electric motorcycle segment, it has not yet reached a tipping point where it can compensate for the declining sales of traditional gasoline-powered models. The third factor contributing to the market crash is the economic impact of the COVID-19 pandemic. The global pandemic has disrupted supply chains, reduced consumer spending, and created economic uncertainty. Motorcycle manufacturers have faced production delays due to factory shutdowns and supply chain interruptions. For instance, Honda, one of the largest motorcycle manufacturers in the world, had to halt production at several plants, leading to delays in delivering new models to the market. Additionally, the economic fallout from the pandemic has led to reduced consumer spending on non-essential items, including motorcycles. With many people facing job losses or reduced incomes, purchasing a new motorcycle is often not a priority. The fourth factor is the regulatory environment. Governments around the world are implementing stricter emissions regulations to combat climate change and reduce air pollution. These regulations often require manufacturers to invest heavily in research and development to produce more environmentally friendly motorcycles. While this is a positive step for the environment, it places a financial burden on manufacturers, particularly smaller companies that may not have the resources to comply with new standards. For example, the European Union's Euro 5 emissions standards, which came into effect in January 2020, have required significant changes in motorcycle design and manufacturing. Compliance with these standards has increased production costs, which are often passed on to consumers, further dampening demand. Another significant factor is the competition from alternative forms of transportation. The rise of ride-sharing services, electric scooters, and bicycles has provided consumers with more convenient and affordable transportation options. Companies like Lime and Bird have popularized electric scooters in urban areas, offering a flexible and cost-effective alternative to motorcycles. Similarly, the growing popularity of electric bicycles, which offer the benefits of cycling without the physical exertion, has further eroded the market for motorcycles. These alternatives are particularly appealing in urban environments, where they can navigate traffic more easily and are often cheaper to operate and maintain. The sixth and final factor is the shift in leisure activities and lifestyle preferences. In the past, motorcycles were often associated with leisure and recreational activities, such as long road trips and weekend rides. However, changing lifestyle preferences have led to a decline in these activities. The rise of digital entertainment such as video games and streaming services has changed how people spend their leisure time. Additionally, there is a growing trend towards health and fitness activities, such as cycling and hiking, which offer physical benefits and are seen as more environmentally friendly. This shift in leisure activities has contributed to the declining interest in motorcycles as a form of recreation. In response to these challenges, motorcycle manufacturers are exploring various strategies to adapt to the changing market. Harley-Davidson, for example, has announced plans to shift its focus towards electric motorcycles and expand its product lineup to include more accessible models for younger riders. Similarly, Yamaha is investing in electric and hybrid technologies to stay competitive in the evolving market. However, these efforts may not be enough to offset the broader market decline. The financial strain of transitioning to new technologies and complying with stricter regulations is significant, and it remains to be seen whether these strategies will be successful in reversing the current trend. Another key player, BMW Motorrad, is also feeling the impact of the market crash. Known for its high performance and luxury motorcycles, BMW is grappling with the same issues affecting the broader industry. The company has introduced electric models like the BMW CE04, a futuristic electric scooter aimed at urban commuters. While this move demonstrates BMW's commitment to innovation, the market response has been tepid, highlighting the challenges of shifting consumer perceptions and preferences. Similarly, Japanese manufacturers such as Suzuki and Kawasaki are facing significant headwinds. Suzuki has a long history of producing reliable and affordable motorcycles, but the company has struggled to adapt to the changing market dynamics. The introduction of electric and hybrid models has been slower compared to competitors, putting Suzuki at a disadvantage. Kawasaki, on the other hand, has been more proactive in developing electric motorcycles, but the high costs associated with these models have limited their market penetration. The ripple effects of the motorcycle market crash are also being felt in related industries. For example, companies that supply parts and accessories to motorcycle manufacturers are experiencing reduced demand, leading to financial difficulties and potential layoffs. Similarly, dealerships and service centers are seeing fewer customers, which impacts their profitability and long-term viability. The decline in motorcycle sales also affects events and activities associated with motorcycle culture, such as rallies, races, and group rides, which have historically brought together enthusiasts and supported local economies. In addition to these immediate impacts, the long-term implications of the market crash are profound. The decline in motorcycle sales could lead to a reduction in innovation and investment in the industry. As manufacturers face financial pressures, they may be forced to cut back on research and development, which could stifle technological advancements and limit the introduction of new models. This, in turn, could create a vicious cycle where the lack of innovation further dampens consumer interest and exacerbates the market decline. The motorcycle market crash also raises questions about the future of the industry and its ability to adapt to changing consumer preferences and technological advancements. While there is potential for growth in the electric motorcycle segment, significant challenges remain, including high costs, limited infrastructure, and consumer perceptions. Manufacturers will need to continue investing in innovation and finding ways to make electric motorcycles more accessible and appealing to a broader audience. Additionally, there may be opportunities to explore new business models, such as subscription services or shared ownership, to attract younger consumers who may be less interested in traditional ownership. Another area of potential growth is the development of connected and autonomous technologies for motorcycles. Just as the automotive industry is moving towards autonomous vehicles, there is potential for motorcycles to incorporate advanced technologies that enhance safety and convenience. For example, companies could develop systems that provide real-time traffic and weather updates, collision avoidance technologies, and adaptive cruise control for motorcycles. These advancements could make motorcycles more appealing to tech-savvy consumers and help differentiate them from other forms of transportation. If you liked this video, please give it a like and subscribe to our channel. Also, could you leave your comments below and tell us, what impact do you expect this crash to have? We want to hear from you. Thank you for watching and see you next time.